I worked in the sound industry, especially live sound. And so I started also my own little studio. And that was really good time. But it's bloody expensive to maintain or to grow in this business, especially in Holland. So it's hard to make a living. I came across my roommate that time. And he said, hey, let's go, let's have a beer. And I drank a lot of triples, Belgian triples. And he said, why do you order this? I said, yeah, why not? It's a good beer, yeah. And he said, but these owners, Dirk, just came back with a camper from Belgium, fully loaded with beers from really small breweries. And I said, okay, advice, try some. Man, and the world opened for me. That was really nice. These small breweries make better beers than the large ones. And I was like, I think I can do this too. Maybe better. Maybe. I say maybe. And that's how I started brewing. Up a brewery in the neighborhood where I could do a course. And he said, yeah, come by, you can do a course with me, you brew 10 liters. And I said, I want to brew every week, if that's possible. After like 3-4 months, I brewed a couple of beers. And then he said, you should start for yourself. Your beers are excellent. And then I met up with David Hendrich. He's the other co-founder here. And he made Belgian-style beers as part of Eindhoven history, because we used to have a lot of breweries in Eindhoven. Eindhoven stands for Philips. You have the football club here, PSV. It's Philips Sportvereniging in Dutch. So everything was Philips here. Philips is gone now, but we have the history of, we're called the Light Town. So that's also why our logo is a light bulb, and the name 100 Watt is a powerful light bulb, so powerful beers. The installation was ordered from ANTech, and we had to put it in, but there were no lights, there was no heating. And we were building like in January. And then in February, I did my first brew. And I never brewed on a big set. So I only got an explanation for 2 days from Arthur from ANTech. Really hilarious. I had to count all the valves. And of course, nothing worked properly. The filtering got stuck all the time. And by that time, it got dark. We had no lights, it was cold, and this brew day was taking us like 13, 14 hours. So you think, get some lights, how hard can it be, and get some heating, but that still happened after 2-3 years. I wanted to make all my beers, even if it were Belgian beers, give it that little extra, a little extra bite by using a little bit more hops in the bittering, but also in the aroma, and also in the malt bill. Just a tad bit more of this, a tad bit more of that. So my beers were more hop profile. The other thing is, I will only use natural ingredients. So I won't use aromas, even if they are called natural, but rather buy an extract that is made from a cold distillate. For instance, it's bloody expensive, but it exists. You just pay a lot more. So you make less profit on your beers, but your beer is still honest and transparent. So that's one important issue. So no compromises on the ingredients. The third point is our barrel aging park. I like to use really a lot of different barrels with a lot of different beers. So not mainly imperial stouts or barley wines, but also blonde beers, lager beers, even sometimes hoppy beers. And then we really try to find the good combinations. So it's really thought about and a lot by feeling. If you really want something in life, you really want it, and you want it just that bad, you just don't know how, it's gonna happen. I wanted to do something with beer at the moment I started brewing at the test brews. I already knew I'm gonna make a living out of this. I don't know how, but it has to happen because I enjoy this so much. And so it's the passion, the will to gain, to get there. Man, that's something, nothing more beautiful than that.